Is that what they mean by being anti-racist? Is to be racist towards racist people? Racist people, you know, white people?
Subscribe to this channel in case you are watching this channel and you have not subscribed.
All right, guys, before we get into these crazy videos, please like and subscribe. I want as many people to find this channel as possible, and especially this video, because at the end, I've saved the worst of these TikToks, and it comes with a very sweet plot twist. Let's watch.
Can you be racist to white people?
No.
Why not?
Listen, educate yourself on racism. You cannot be racist to white people.
But how? Why?
If you look it up, you'll understand. Cracker.
That's racist?
It's not racist. There's a difference.
If it was the other way around, then I'm racist.
Yes, because who was enslaved?
Why are we throwing it back that far?
Who was enslaved?
Have you ever thought, like, maybe racism isn't real? The higher powers are just controlling and doing that so we fight amongst each other?
Be for real.
I'm being for real. I don't believe in it. Like, why can't we all just be friends?
Cracker.
Oh my god.
Of course.
That conversation was all over the place. Okay, so there's a lot to unpack in that video, lots of twists and turns. First of all, I want to say what I always say on the show, which is, yes, you can be racist towards white people. It goes in both directions, right?
If the word racist meant only oppressing black people or minorities, then yeah, you wouldn't be racist. But that's not the definition of racism. Racism is, hold on, let me be precise on this. Racism, prejudice, discrimination, or antagonism. Never heard that word before. By an individual, community, or institution against a person or people on a basis of their membership in a particular racial or ethnic group, typically one that is a minority or marginalized. Typically, that doesn't mean always. Like, it's just usually people, the smaller group is the one that gets picked on because they don't, it's the power in numbers, you know. But that doesn't mean that you still can't be prejudiced towards an ethnic group that isn't a minority.
Right, it's a two-way street. I think you'll find, if you go back in white people's history as well,
yeah,
they have a history of being enslaved. That's something nobody wants to talk about, right? Because it only ever happened to black people in the transatlantic slave trade. So let me just shut my mouth, lock it up, and throw away the key.
If I'm not wrong, the Barbary slave trade was at the same time as the transatlantic slave trade. That's what it's called, right? I think it's the transatlantic.
Nope, stop talking, go to jail.
This idea that you can just be blatantly racist towards white people is obviously super trendy right now. It's viral, it's popular. If you want to have racial animosity towards a group of people,
promoted.
White people is the one to pick, right?
Yeah.
Because we've just decided that they are the punching bags of the modern era.
Fucking white people.
And that seems to be the idea that she is so openly sharing in this video. It's kind of sad that you can be racist so openly. I mean, right in the middle of a busy public street, you can throw, racial epithets at people.
We kind of let it happen ourselves, white people. Like, we saw all the jokes about fucking white people can't dance and white people are macaroni and white people are pale and pasty and white people fucking suck at sports and white people have short dicks or fucking, I don't know. There's plenty of stereotypes, joking stereotypes about white people that we allowed as jokes whenever other races don't let that happen unless it's from that race. So, I mean, we kind of let it happen, but at the same time, I mean, I feel like it's a pretty good philosophy to not care about a word or a joke or a stereotype that someone throws in your face unless they are harassing you with the shit.
Insanity. Wow.
White people are just so...
That is one thing that annoys the fuck out of me. Sorry for pausing again, but the YT, I don't know why that shit bugs me so damn much. And I know it's meant to bug me, but I just like, I don't even know why it bugs me. YT, like, it makes sense, but it's just, I don't know. It just seems like insulting, I guess, which I guess kind of contradicts what I just said about how words shouldn't hurt. So I guess I just need to toughen up.
Invasive? It's like...
She's literally not lying. This is so true, and I literally had an experience like this last week. I was in the supermarket, I was literally getting the last of my groceries, like I just needed to pick up one thing, and these two white people were in the aisle that I was in, the butter aisle. As I'm walking towards them, I have a gay pride mask on, just minding my business on the phone with my partner. And I kid you not, this white man who was having a normal conversation with this white lady literally proceeds to step in front of my car, stop me, and just go off about, oh my god, yes, slay queen, yes, oh my god, gay rights, FDNG, like...
Okay, well, what?
He was too nice to her.
The first woman says that white people are invasive, which is just insane, and you can clearly see what she's insinuating there. She's referring to them sort of, as their own species of individuals. This
Right.
one is talking about how a white person came up and saw her pride mask and complimented her, wanted to let her know that they are in fact an ally in the movement that she is so outwardly displaying on her body, and that's somehow a bad thing?
Right.
I'm confused.
She got upset because someone else was trying to out virtue her virtue signaling. Someone else came up to her with virtue signaling while she was virtue signaling already, and that just didn't sit right with her. I don't know, bro. I get it that shit would be annoying as fuck. Motherfuckers just walking up and pretending like they're part of your group or that they know you or something because of something that you wear, like or pretending like they understand how you believe or whatever. I get that yeah, that would be annoying. But if you walk around with the fucking pride mask on your face, you're asking for it. you could wear just a fucking a medical mask, a fucking white medical mask that you could get at any damn store, but yet you decided to spend money on one to go walk around and show off your virtue. You're doing the same thing.
Like, just being so extremely flamboyant, and it really got on my nerves because then he had the audacity to come from around the cart after stepping in front of it to stop me, to tell me this, to then hitting my arm and hitting my shoulders and hitting my like side to like show camaraderie. And it's like, you don't know me, so why do you feel like you can do this, considering you were just having a normal conversation with the other lady?
I feel like a lot of that story was a lie, but I'll never know. So
I get not wanting to be touched by some random stranger in a supermarket or a grocery store or wherever they were, but this person was so clearly trying to display that they are on your side of things. And if you are an individual who wants to cry about your oppression, which it seems like she is that exact type of person,
right.
You're wearing a pride mask on your face to signal that you are part of a movement of marginalized people,
right.
And a white person, typically the person that you would describe as an oppressor, comes to you and says, you know what? I'm on your side of things. I support you. I love that you're wearing that
Not good
openly
enough.
and is trying to show, as she even states it, camaraderie with you. What's the problem? What is there to be upset about? That makes no sense. And it maybe goes to show that as a white person, when you're dealing with activists like this and SJWs, it doesn't matter what you do.
Oh,
it doesn't
God.
matter if you're mean to them. It doesn't matter if you're nice to them. It doesn't matter if you're an ally to their movement and you openly try to support them when they're out in public. Nothing you can do is going to take away the resentment that they feel towards you due to history or just the general animosity that they feel towards white people because they've been brainwashed into thinking that all of you are bad.
I just want you to know I hate you.
Even when you're nice to them. Oh my goodness.
I did want to know what has happened to her in her life that made her hate white people so much. Like, I mean, I'm not saying that she never had any racism happen to her or whatever, but it had to have been something extreme for her to assume that every white person is just as racist as whatever has happened to her or whatever. Like, I don't know, bro. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm oppressed and shit, but I definitely get fucking looks and shit. And maybe it's just me just assuming that motherfuckers are looking at me because I'm white and that they're judging me because I'm white. Maybe I'm just assuming that and I'm wrong, which I guess I'm just doing the same thing as that they would be doing on just assuming that this white person just hates them or whatever, whenever they just might be a shitty person. Which is what I feel like most of the time is the case, is that someone's just a shitty person and they'll just cut you off or won't move over to let you walk by or fucking not say thank you or excuse me or something. You know, those types of manners, I assume that motherfuckers are doing it just because I'm white sometimes. And I have to tell myself like, nah, it's probably just because they're a shitty person. I think that's the main case with whenever it comes to fucking black people feeling the same way, is that you should just realize that they're probably just a shitty person and it has nothing to do with the way you look. And even if it does have something to do with the way you look, fuck them. Fuck them. Like, unless they go out of their way to do any violence towards you, fuck them.
A flag outside of somebody's house, I just automatically assume you racist.
Oh, most definitely. But we felt that way for years. Like, I'm 51, and even as a kid, we knew. It was understood. If there was an American flag at their house, they some racist-ass white motherfuckers. That's just what it was.
Okay, so if I put an American flag on my car or outside my house, does that automatically make me a racist or a white supremacist?
You might as well have White Lives Matter on your car.
It's crazy that the flag, which in my opinion is one of the most inclusive flags that you could probably have.
Right.
Not the BLM one, not the pride flag or whatever, the American flag, based on the idea that all can coexist in this country.
Yeah.
That's pretty inclusive to me. But now you're saying that people who choose to take pride in their country and say, you know what, I'm so grateful for being here and let me display that gratitude by having a flag outside of my house or on my car, those people are automatically racist. It's just sad. I would bet you if you go up to the house that has the American flag and, you know, you knock on the door, you try to talk to your neighbors or you converse with them on the street, you're going to find that they're typically just average, everyday Americans. And they're probably going to be nice people. Most people are trying to be nice and good for the most part.
I'm sure a lot of them have served in the military and they're just doing it to show thanks. Like I don't think I mean, obviously there are a lot of people that are racist that have American flags, but there are also a lot of people that are racist that don't have American flags. Like I would understand more if they was talking about Confederate flags, which even then, I don't really know much about the Confederate flag. I know that a lot of people that do represent it or show it off say that it has nothing to do with slavery or anything, and then who's to say that that's not what it means to them? But to me, I think it's kind of a weird hill to die on. You know, the Confederate flag was about fighting the war for slavery to make slavery still exist, and yada yada. So I don't know. I get it on it's like a Southern thing, and I can see people wanting to represent the flag in that way, but I still just feel like you could represent it in a better way or with another flag or symbol or something. I don't know. I don't know.
Very rarely have I met somebody who is just blatantly racist and wants to let everybody know that that's what they are.
Black power!
We have one more here. And I saved the worst for last for you guys. And we're all going to experience this together. And as I said at the beginning of this video, there's a plot twist at the end. So stick around.
Yay.
Okay. This isn't like full shade towards you. I just see a lot of comments like this, and this was the most recent one, so I'm just responding to this one. When white people say shit like this, it isn't the serve they think it is. Like, you're a part of the problem, fix your people, bro. Like, when white people are like, I'm white, and white people do suck. Yeah, you're probably a part of those said white people, so do something about it. The fuck? Also, I hate when white people try to...
What the fuck does she want anyone to do? You want them to just start going on a rampage or a massacre? What does she expect people to do other than just not being racist? Like I think Logan Paul is the one that is like notorious for saying this. He said something. It's not about not being racist. You have to be anti-racist or something along them lines. It's like, what the fuck does that even mean? You want me to sit down with some KKK members and tell them like, hey, stop being racist. Every single thing that you've been thinking for the past 60 years is a lie, and you've been brainwashed and you're hateful. Like what the fuck am I supposed to do? You're not. I feel like people in their minds like that will never come to reality unless they find it on their own. Like you can't help someone that doesn't want help. If anyone in the comments knows what the fuck you could do to be anti-racist, let me know, because I thought just not being racist was being anti-racist enough.
Validate me. Like they're literally like, I'm white, but I agree. Bro, I don't know if you noticed, but I don't need validation from white people. Like that's the last thing I need in my life. Like I feel like white people always try, but they miss. Like, and I feel bad for y'all. Not that bad though, because your ancestors suck and you're stinky and evil. But bad enough where I want to call you out and tell you not to leave comments like this because it's crusty.
That's one thing that annoys me so fucking much is how people really think that every white person was fucking racist. Bro, half of the country was against slavery. Regardless, like it's so damn annoying to me how people really just consider that every white person to be racist.
And let's get this straight. She's a victim of racism in this country. She is the oppressed in this country.
Right.
With what she's able to say in this video. This one irks me to my core more so than any other, because you have somebody who's outwardly trying to let you know that they are in your camp, that they are in your corner when it comes to the so-called struggles that you have in this country. And even when you have somebody who's trying to defend you, you push them away.
Get out of here! Don't you understand? Get! I don't want you anymore!
again, it goes back to what I said before. It doesn't matter what you do for these people. They've already decided who you are. They have already decided what you're like. And they've already decided to be racist and prejudiced towards you. And
is that what they mean by being anti-racist, is to be racist towards racist people? Racist people, you know, white people? That's the only thing I can see from it, because I don't see what goes through people's heads like this to think that this is the right approach, to paint yourself as a victim while you attack someone else. Like, that is just mind-blowing to me.
Whew. The fact that you can say something like, you need to go fix your people. I always say it, but imagine it in the other direction. Imagine telling this young woman, you need to do something to fix the problems in Black culture and the Black community. You need to go and fix your people. How would that go down?
Candace Owens kind of does that.
More so than that, how would it go down if you made a video saying that on a platform like TikTok and posted that? What do you think the response would be? What do you think would happen to your profile? What do you think would happen to your job?
Your bank
or
account.
Your family? How would the internet react to you being openly racist like this on this platform?
It's not racist though. What she just said wasn't racist. What? You can't be racist towards white people.
He's gonna play with interest. He's going down.
Not well, because you can never put it in the other direction. You can never be racist in the other direction. They only want all of the power to be able to be hateful and vitriolic towards you, and nobody should be able to do it. We should decide that if racism is wrong, then you shouldn't be able to hurl it in either direction. And she has all this talk about white people, and let me let you in. You know, come closer. Let me let you in on the plot twist here. Let's watch this video and see if you recognize anybody.
I've also made a video about her. Well, she was in another video about fat people talking about how they're oppressed. And I thought that she was actually skinny, but I was 100% wrong. She is just built different, like how I said in the video.
Is that maybe the young woman who hates white people and doesn't trust white people?
Makes sense why she hates them now.
Need validation from white people.
Buddy must have broke her heart.
People with a white boyfriend. Somebody commented, activist in the streets, colonizer in the sheets.
Colonized.
And I died. AOC. Who is she married to? Ilhan Omar. Who is she married to? Time and time again, these people are able to espouse their hatred on the internet or in their respective platforms. And then who do they end up dating? The very colonizer that they claim to have so much hate for. So that was our little plot twist. I enjoyed it. I don't know if you did.
I knew that ahead of time, but I figured I'd let y'all figure out with the video.
And that sums up my takes on these racist leftists on TikTok. Let me know how you feel about these videos. Is there a point that I missed? Drop it in the comments down below. And if you disagree with me, we always encourage healthy debate on this channel, so duke it out, but do so respectfully.
Yeah, man, that shit's just crazy as fuck to me, bro. It's fucking crazy how TikTok allows shit like this on their platform, but yet I almost got my channel deleted because I said that women need to take it up with God if they're mad that men are stronger. Like, what the fuck, bro? How is me saying that women need to take it up with God that men are stronger more hateful than her saying that white people are scum or what any of the other bitches said? But anyways, that's gonna be the end of that video. Please leave a like if you guys got anything to say about the video. Let me know down below. You know I read every single comment, and if you fuck with your boy, would you please give me a subscription? With that said, deuces.
But that's just how it's supposed to be. She thinks she leeching probably, but she won't get nothing from me. Say you let me, I doubt it. I'll fuck around and pay the fee. It's a whole lot of hate up in your eyes, and I can see it.
Hate all in your eyes, and you've been praying on my downfall.